Hi, and welcome back to COMM1160. This is week number 7, and in this week, we're going to be focusing on revising academic writing. So this week, we're going to be taking things a little bit lighter because I know you're very, very busy in your other courses and preparing or writing midterms, depending on when you're watching this. We're going to do a review of the comma, the apostrophe, and homophones and homonyms this week, just to get ready to start revising some of the writing that we're going to be doing. There will be an assignment that's due on November 5th by midnight, and that has been uploaded to Blackboard Assignments. So you can go ahead and take a look at that and complete it and upload it anytime before November 5th at midnight. I wanted to start off by talking about why we're discussing revising writing. And it's very important to review common errors and issues in writing to prepare specifically for workplace writing. Proper grammar, punctuation, spelling, and word usage affect your image as a professional. This is one of these things in life that's just not fair. There are a lot of really, really smart people that have issues with grammar, punctuation, spelling, etc. It's no reflection of somebody's intelligence. But unfortunately, out in the world, people make assumptions about people's professional capacity based on their ability to use language. So we're going to be looking at the 3 most common issues in workplace writing. And we're going to start with the comma. There are specific rules for using the comma. And the first rule is that you use commas to separate 3 or more words, phrases, or clauses that are written in a series. This is the basic rule with the comma. So the one that you maybe learned in grade 1 or grade 2. When you have a list of things that you're going through, you put commas out to separate out the different elements. So you were probably way back given a sentence like, I went to the store and bought bananas, comma, milk, comma, coffee, comma, and apples. Okay, so you have a series of things and you put out commas to separate them. The next rule is that we use commas after introductory clauses, phrases, or words that come before the main clause. Now, that's just grammar speak for saying that when we start a sentence with some type of a condition to the main part of our sentence, we use a comma to set off the first part. Another important comma rule is that we use commas to separate independent clauses, so think mini sentences, when they're joined by any of 7 listed coordinating conjunctions: and, but, for, or, nor, so, and yet. The way to remember this is to think of the word fanboys, Fanboys, which stands for for and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. Anytime you have a sentence where you're using these conjunctions and you have what could be its own little mini sentence on either side, you use a comma before that connecting word. Finally, you use commas in the middle of a sentence to set off clauses, phrases, and words that are not essential to the meaning of the sentence. You use one comma before to indicate the beginning of the pause and one at the end to indicate the end of the pause. In plain English, I like to call this the gossip rule. So if you're adding some extra information or some gossip, okay, about something that interrupts your sentence, you're going to use commas around it to set it aside. So if I were to say something like Poppy, comma, the prettiest Siamese cat in the world, comma, is 4 years old, my main sentence is Poppy is 4 years old, but I'm giving some extra information, or like I like to say, gossip, about my subject. So I'm going to set that off with commas. That's a very quick overview of the comma. I am going to give you some enrichment readings on the comma to take a look at so that you can prepare to work through the comma exercises. I'll talk to you in our next video.